Hi friends, once again welcome back to Learner's Corner. So today I'm here with another video on postmodernism, which is an important topic. So in this video I'm trying to give an outline of postmodernism or an introduction to postmodernism. So I think you will like this video. If you like this video, don't forget to subscribe and like the bell button. So without wasting much more time, so let us go into the topic. Postmodernism is one of those words that has been made itself at home in our everyday language. Just think how often you have heard a movie or a book being described as so postmodern. So postmodernism has become a part of our life and our entertainment. Postmodernism is known for its rebellious approach and willingness to test boundaries. That is the one important point about postmodernism. So romanticism and modernism has already questioned whether these ideas were possible. But the difference is that the postmodernists are all embracing the disorder and taking a more playful approach. So that is the difference between postmodernism and other periods or other then historical background of postmodernism. The prefix post, however, does not necessarily imply a new era. Rather, it could also indicate a reaction against modernism in the wake of Second World War. Some further argue that the beginning of postmodern literature could be marked by the significant publication or literary events. For example, some mark the beginning of postmodernism with the first publication of John Hawkes' The Cannibal in 1949, the first performance of Waiting for Godot in 1953, the first publication of Howl in 1956 or Naked in 1959. So these things were some people were considering as the beginning of postmodernism. Then postmodernism is a term used to suggest the reaction or a response to modernist movement in the mid of 20th century. And the postmodernist literature is a form of literature that is characterized by the use of metafiction, unreliable narration, self-reflexivity, intertextuality, and which often thematized both historical and political issues. That is one another point about postmodernism. Then modernism tend to present a fragmented view of human subjectivity and history, but present that fragmentation as something tragic, something to be lamented and mourned as a loss. So that is about modernism. But in postmodernism, we can see postmodernism is in contrast with the modernist viewpoint, and it does not lament the idea of fragmentation or in provisionality or coherence, but rather celebrates that. So that is the difference between modernism and postmodernism. Then postmodern literature celebrates the meaninglessness of world and embrace the occurrence and non-essential. The non-literary device of notable literary devices of postmodern literature are paradox, unrealistic narrative, parody, the dark humor, the theatre of absurd, beat generation, and magical realism also emerged in postmodern timeline. Then the notable literary device of postmodern literature are pastiche, the taking of various ideas from various previous writing and literary style and pasting them together to make new style. That is what pastiche. So that is taking various ideas from previous writing and literary style, pasting them together to make a new style. All these things are there in pastiche. Then the next one is intertextuality, then acknowledgement of previous literary work with another literary work. That is what intertextuality. Then metafiction, the act of writing about writing or making readers aware of the fictional nature of the various fiction they are reading. Then comes temporal distortion, use of non-linear timeline and narrative techniques in a story. Then minimalism, the use of characters and events which are decidedly common and non-exceptional character. Then maximalism, distortion and lengthy, highly detailed writing. That is what maximalism. Then comes magical realism, which is one of the important one of postmodernist writers. Introduction of impossible or unrealistic event without clearly defining what is actual, factual, or what is fictional. So this thing can be seen in Salman Rushdie's Midnight Children. Readers' involvement, often though the direct address to the reader and open acknowledgement of the fictional nature of the event being described. So that is also can be seen in postmodernist writing. Then main characteristics of postmodernism. Ambiguity is one of the important characteristics of postmodernism. Uh, that is can be seen in postmodern. Then rejection of ultimate faith on science. Then anti-positivity and anti-versification stand. That is also can be identified in postmodernist literature. Then individuality. It subjective view got more emphasized. Subjective perceptions of different people produce knowledge through which they constitute subjective reality. So that is also can be seen in postmodern literature. Then truth is a matter of perspective. In postmodernism, truth is considered as a matter of perspective and not universal. Truth is individualizing. So then blurring the old distinction, postmodern disregards the binary opposition which were prevailing in the past, like male versus female, black versus white, east versus west. Then globalization and multiculturalism. Because of huge globalization, different cultures are getting mixed. We can see the effect of this on our architecture, food, music, literature, education, fashion, organization, etc. Then the new literary trends which were there in new postmodernism are postmodernist authors tend to use irony, then black humor in their writing. They present the subjective matter, even the serious one, with a playfulness and fragmentation. So these are the some important topic that I would like to discuss about postmodernism with you. Hope you like this video. Hope you understood something about postmodernism. If you like my video, don't forget to subscribe and click the bell button. Okay, I'll be back with another video. Till then, bye.